So the important thing I wanted to point out before we got started is that checking a box with compliance does not mean you're secure. But that being said, it is one of the ways you're measured with the level of security that you may have in place. And so one of the things that I wonder if people understand are, what are some of the items around hidden costs of compliance violation, right? And so I'm curious if you could dive into that a little bit, maybe from your experience, what you might have seen.
Sure. As you said, just checking off a box saying I'm compliant doesn't necessarily make you compliant. In fact, it doesn't make you compliant. And I think that people are hesitant to engage in compliance solutions because of the cost, right? Both the obvious costs and maybe the cost that you just addressed on the hidden costs. In truth, the cost of compliance is, it can be significant, at least early on, right? It's very disruptive as an implementation because you're going to be changing processes, procedures, the way that business is done. You're going to have workforce and operational disruptions. You're going to implement security measures. You're going to outsource a lot of this to outside IT firms like MSPs and so forth. So the hidden costs of compliance, if you're doing it right, can be significant, but it's a peace of mind. For example, I live in Florida here, and we all around here, we all get hurricane windows. Hurricane windows are extremely expensive. You'd say, well, why get them? For the few hurricanes you get uh, in the past 10 or 12 years, why would you pay all that money for special windows? Well, that's a fair point until a hurricane comes. And then you realize that, wow, for that investment, I'm now safe. And these periodic storms that come, you think, well, it was worth the financial investment. The same with compliance. Okay, compliance is very often viewed as just a simple cost center. It doesn't help you at all. But if you think about it in terms of, well, if a hurricane comes, will you be happy that you made that investment? I think the answer is virtually always yes.